Welcome. Thanks for joining us again today. We're with Andrea, Andrea's Wine Shop. You are in hot commodity right now in this pandemic, and a wonderful resource for people that don't want to brave the liquor stores or go out to grocery stores and things. So we're going to get right to our three questions. First, what is your favorite part and most challenging part of your job?
Well, my favorite part is meeting the new people and getting used to their palate and being able to recommend some great wines for them. And most of the wines that I recommend for people are straight off the menu. They don't even taste them. And 99.9% of the time, I'm usually right on. So most people are like, I just tell her a few things that I like, and then poof, she knows exactly which wine I like. So that's awesome. I like that. That's my favorite part. My most challenging part, I guess, is trying to educate people on quality wine and why our wine is unique in the fact that we don't add any additives, preservatives, or extra sulfites. So people don't get usually don't get headaches, stuffy noses, or anything with our wines. And it's sometimes hard to educate people with that. They'd rather, experiment and try that on their own and figure it out. And that's fine. Some people have to learn the hard way.
Man, that's awesome. That is great. Second question, what are some of the adjustments you're making? Because you used to do a lot of like in-home events, right?
Yes, we did. The majority of our business was in-home wine tastings. And we've had to pivot like every other company out there, that buzzword right now, pivot. And we are actually doing virtual wine socials now. I stopped calling them virtual wine tastings because people really couldn't get their head wrapped around that. So we call them wine socials. And basically a sampler's ordered and they can either pass those bottles out to local neighbors, or they can use those little souffle cups, some people call them jello shot cups, and pass off little samples to neighbors. And then if that's not a possibility, they can bring their own wine, BYOG, bring your own glass to the tasting virtually. And then after they've described the wine they're drinking, I can recommend something on our menu that I think would be comparable to it. So it's really great because we can where an in-home wine tasting, you have people that live within your area that join you. But with a virtual wine tasting, you can have people from other states, relatives that you don't see very often. You get to actually enjoy a virtual wine social with them too.
That's great. So that leads very well to my last question is like, how do you join one of those? How do we place orders with you? And how do we get a hold of you?
Okay. Well, the other thing is we can do orders outright. You do not have to have a wine tasting or a wine social. You can just go right to my website. My website or my Facebook page is Andrea's Wine Shop. So facebook.com/Andrea's Wine Shop. My website is andreaswinebiz.com. andreaswinebiz.com. And then, of course, you can always just pick up the phone and call me or text me. And that number is 410-610-8531. Wish I had a number that had wine in it, but haven't gotten there.
You work on it. Someday. What is the usual turnaround time from order to at your door?
5 to 7 days, it'll be at your door. Yeah, and it's super great now with FedEx. They've kind of laxed a little bit on you still have to show them an ID, but you don't have to sign for it. Whereas before you had to sign for it, but now with the COVID-19 stuff, you just show them an ID through the door and they leave it right on your front step for you.
That is really super easy. So for those of you that don't want to like brave the liquor stores right now, which so many don't, this is a great opportunity to still get your wine. Or if you're seeing your liquor store, like your supply running a little low, now's the time to get out there and start doing that. So that way you're not stuck being in.
And we're running a fantastic sale right now too.
Okay.
So 3, 6, and 12 bottles, sale prices and discounted shipping. So now's the time to get it.
Yeah. For more than one reason, not for price, but for necessity. Spend the whole day trying to teach the children their math, and then you need a glass of wine at night.
Right, Billy, and I mentioned earlier, I don't know about you, but my household consumption on wine has gone way up since all this happened. So I'm sure everybody else is the same way.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we appreciate you being on the video here today, and we hope that it helps. And now we know where to get our wine in case we don't want to get out and about like so many people don't want to. So we appreciate you.
Well, thanks, Billy, for having me, and you stay safe out there, okay?
All right, thank you.